You might have heard that FPDS has moved into SAM.gov. But whether you knew FPDS existed or not, that change affects you if you want to be a government contractor. What that means is that all the data about who the government is already paying, what they're paying them for, and for how much now sits inside the same site you used to register and search for government contract opportunities. In this video, I'll show you exactly where that FPDS contract data lives in SAM.gov and how to use it to answer one question before you chase anything. Does the government really buy what I sell? We'll use janitorial services as a simple example, and you can swap in whatever you actually do when you do the search on your own. I'm Dr. Loren Josephs. I'm a behavioral scientist and a practicing government contractor since 2008. And this is the kind of market research that I use before I spend time writing a single proposal. So I'm going to switch over now and share my screen and walk you through how to search the government contracting data in SAM.gov. All right. So you want to log into SAM.gov, log in. Don't just go to the URL and start trying to search, because you won't have access to all the information if you are not logged in. If you don't have an account, you need to create an account so that you can log in and have access to all the features. Once you get to the page, and I'm already logged in, you will click on search. That will open a new page where you will then click on contracting. That opens several other choices. Contract opportunities would take you to the page where you can search for active funding opportunities to bid on. Okay, that's not what we're interested in today. If you're interested in learning more about how to do that, I have a walkthrough video on my YouTube channel that you can find and watch. Today, we're looking at contract awards, so we'll click on contract awards. To refine the search, you'll need to look at all the filters on the left side of the page, and I'll walk you through that as we go forward. So I am going to use janitorial as an example, and you'll see that there have been 82,896 contract actions related to the keyword janitorial. And that's a whole lot to navigate through. So we will need to filter our search to make sense of that. One of the ways that you can do that, one of the ways you can start organizing the results is by using the sort feature and sort by the latest. So you can sort by latest. You can sort by other things like date signed, the total dollars obligated. Whatever it is that you want to refine by, you can do that. I like to select date signed, the latest, and you'll see that this is a pretty recent date signed. Today, the day I'm recording is February 27th, and we see a contract action listed here on February 26th. So it's very current information. To continue to filter the search, you'll move to the left side of the screen, and it's better to do this on a tablet or your laptop or desktop rather than on your phone, just so that you can clearly see all the fields. And these are the categories that you can navigate. You can refine by the federal organization. So if you already know which federal organizations you're interested in working with, or there was an federal entity that awarded a contract that you want to learn more about, you can refine by the federal entity. So you can also refine your search by awardee. So if you wanted to search by a particular entity that has won an award. Let's say you were competing and you know who the winner is and you didn't win and you want to learn some more about the contract, you can search using their legal name or UEI. You can also search by socioeconomic status. So if you wanted to search by Black American owned businesses and see how many entities won janitorial contracts, you'll see that that shifted the results from 82,000 down to 10,761. If you switched that to Hispanic American owned businesses, then it would change the results as well. So just note that as you are clicking a selection to refine it, it's adding it to the field. So if you want to search one or the other, you would remove the one that you don't want to include in the refining process. So see, I refined that and it brought the number back up. If you wanted to refine by your NAICS code, you can do that. You can refine by product service code. You can refine by place of performance, which includes your city, your state, or your country. And you can refine by the dollars awarded or the competition, which would list information on the set aside status of the contracts. And this is one that I typically refine by. I like to look for contracts that were awarded to small businesses because my business is a small business. So I would scroll down to small business. Click on total small business set aside as a refining category, and then you see that it narrowed it to 17,312. If we go back to the socioeconomic status and refined it to, let's say, a SBA certified women-owned small business, that would narrow the results down to 77, and you can look through that. So let's leave it there. Let's say we refined the categories by the results by women-owned small businesses, and let's look through these 77 results to give you information on how you would navigate it. To learn more about the specific contract award, you'll click on the contract ID number, which opens up another page that shows you some more information. It'll show you information on the place of performance. It will show you, this contract is being delivered in Pennsylvania. The period of performance is November 18, 24 to 29. So that's a 5-year contract award. It gives information about the awardee, and it gives information, about the business category. Of course, we knew that it was a woman-owned small business because we narrowed the search according to that. It gives you information about the type of contract. This was a firm fixed price contract. And so it's a lot of information that you can use to inform the types of contracts that you pursue, the locations of contracts that you pursue, etc. Important information that I tend to pay attention to when I am looking at market research is the competition information. In this area, it will show you the number of offers received. That means the number of entities, the number of businesses that submitted a bid on the contract. And so there were 12 small businesses that competed for this contract. And this is important because many times small businesses are self-excluding themselves from a process because they feel that there are millions of organizations that are competing for an award. Well, you see here there were 12, right? This is not like trying to enter the lotto, which many people do, where the odds of winning are 1 in billions. Your odds here of winning are 1 in 12, right? So you can win government contracts if you are prepared, if you develop a compliant, responsive proposal, if you are working in your core areas of competence and doing excellent work. So other important information that you can find in the contract data is information on the contract officer or government officials who are the ones who are signing or updating the contract. And why would that be important? It's important because it gives information on who you can reach out to if you have questions about opportunities, who you can build relationships with in the government space. If you are interested in doing business with the government. And so there's a whole host of information that you can find in the government contracting data. So bottom line is you don't have to guess where the money is. The FPDS data is now sitting inside SAM.gov, and now you know how to read it and decide where to focus first. I'm Dr. Loren Josephs, and I hope to see you on the next video.